Hey Maryanne, welcome to catch up, just to chat about our epigenetic program and your experience and stuff like that.
Thank
Um,
you.
what we'll do is, yeah, we'll just go through like a little bit about before joining the program, like where you're at. Like, I know you trained in the gym with us, say whatever you need to say, because it's kind of helping people understand that maybe there is a different path to take.
Yep.
So where were you at just before you started?
So I'd kind of lost my mojo, I think, just before I started. Um, I was training all right, and then I ended up just dropping some sessions because I just felt like nothing was working, and I was looking for something to try, but I didn't know what, and I was a bit scared to try something new because I've tried lots of things and um yeah, I was looking for something, so this came like along at the right time. But yeah, I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So yeah, that's where I was at.
Yeah, and that's where so many people are at, right? They're doing something, they're not seeing results, and they're
Yeah,
like, is it me? Is it what? Like,
yeah.
what's going on? I've tried everything. And the cool thing is, like, no one has actually tried everything, so there is always something new.
No,
Um,
yeah.
but this kind of ticks the box for so many of those things, which is cool. I guess in terms of your beliefs around health and fitness, have they changed a lot now after going through the program?
I don't think so. Like, because this wasn't anything totally new. It was just I feel like it was more aligned to me, and I could understand why when I look at someone else and see their results, I can now go, well, that's because of your body type. And it works for you because of that. And I think it just helped me understand that my journey is going to be different. And yeah, and be okay with that, I suppose. Yeah.
It's
That makes
insane.
sense. Yeah.
Because you start to feel guilty, right? You're like, you know what, I'm doing all the work. They're getting amazing results. And
Yeah.
what I'm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Or I'm doing the work and I know I'm doing the work, but then I'm like, well, maybe I'm not working hard enough. But I'm like, but I am. But yeah, it's just like a bit of a head play. But yeah, that's my thinking all the time. It's like, well, I know I'm doing it, but maybe I'm not doing it hard enough. Or yeah. So
which is that exact other health types sort of journey and challenge, right? Which we get
yeah,
to theirs is
yeah,
harder, faster, as long as they take breaks occasionally.
yeah.
But yours is more peacefulness. It's restorative. It's you always
Mm,
have energy to go, go, go. But it's like a locomotive sort of energy. So it's
yeah,
very
yeah,
interesting. So glad you took away from it, like, but you still put it into action. You didn't just use it as like, they get it for that reason. I won't do anything. Like, I'm not going to get that, so I won't do it, because you've
yeah,
still seen amazing results, like, regardless
yeah,
of what you think.
yeah,
Like 5 kilos in 8 weeks doing,
yeah,
I know you felt like you changed quite a bit because of the timing and the food,
yeah.
but in that hard nature, you didn't feel like you had to go intense, right?
Oh no, that's it. Like, yeah, it was a few different changes, but nothing like major, and it easily slotted into my life. Like, yeah,
Yeah, that's so good. So coming from
yeah,
flow rather than force, essentially,
yeah,
it makes a massive difference. Because can you see yourself doing this from now on? Like, do you think it would
yeah.
be hard to continue?
No, because no, I don't feel like other things that I've tried. It it's always like, oh, how long do I have to do this for, and how long can I keep it up with? But this feels like I can just keep doing it, and because I feel so good doing it, so it's not um like I'm forcing myself to do it. So I'm like, it just feels natural, like yeah. So I feel like I could just keep continuing this, and it just fits into your life too, because it's like, even if I have a weekend where I'm like, I've got stuff on and I'm not 100% great at it, I just start again when I can, like, like on Monday, or, the next day. Like, yeah. So it just, feels natural.
What do you reckon? I guess saying that, it makes sense. But because like every program, you're like, oh, I know I should just go back to it, but you don't. Is there anything that you can say the reason why you feel just it's so much easier to go back to this other than natural, or just that's it?
Um, because I feel it when like I really feel it like when I've had like if I've gone out to dinner and eaten something that I know I really shouldn't have. Like I've kind of stuck to my plan, but it's just like because I've been eating a lot of vegetarian, if I eat meat, it's like I can feel my body digesting food now. Like so even though a steak tastes great, I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have eaten that. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just the way I feel. So I just know that if I just get back onto it, I'll just feel better. Right? Yeah.
It's just that significant. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's it.
The cool thing is, like, eventually we will get to eat steak again. So
I know.
a reference for other
I'm
people.
very happy when I tell him I can eat a steak again.
A reference for other people watching this, being like, I don't want to be vegetarian. It's certain
Yeah.
types do respond better to plant vegetarian based. Specifically when their profile is out of alignment. So with Maryanne, we've got a bit of work to do to get back to those ranges. And then you can incorporate a bit more of those foods, but at specific times of the day. So
Uh-huh.
I'm super interested to see how your profile evolved over time. I think that's pretty exciting itself. What's other than that plant sort of change? Is there anything else that was probably the big significant change for you?
Yeah, my afternoon workouts, that was massive. Like that I've actually gone from just going through the motions of doing my sessions, like waking up and, chucking my gear on and going in the mornings because I've got all day kind of think about it. Like I actually look forward to going to the gym at night. Like, yeah, just a different vibe. I just feel better. Like I think I work out better. My day's better. Like, yeah, just massive difference.
Yeah, and that's go to speak for like all guardians, right? Like they joke about them doing boot camp in the morning, which you were, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
created stress in your body, but what people and you for yourself, like you said, you felt pretty good. You thought you were a morning person,
yeah,
but
100%.
yeah, but then that stress was what was keeping the weight on because your body
Yeah,
was able to realign after significant stress in the morning and then that build up through work through the day. And I think you might have mentioned like even your relationships at home have been better because you're just feeling
yeah,
better.
yeah, I am. And it's just like, yeah, I'm more relaxed. I feel like I'm not as, yeah, go, go, go. Like I just kind of ease into my day. Even though I kind of start work a bit earlier, it just suits my life and I'm not rushing around in the mornings. And yeah, it does. It works so much better for me.
Which
So,
is yeah. And we've had a couple of other people in the program that have struggled with the shift.
mhm,
'Cause, they're by the afternoon they just absolutely can't get a workout in.
yeah,
So sometimes we do have to shift and juggle. And if that ever happens for you, cool. We just understand that, we try to do a less stressful workout in the morning if it needs to be done. But otherwise, just something a walk in the afternoon and following all the other things in your profile, you're going to feel so much better.
yeah, 100%.
Um, I guess in saying that, is there something that you feel like doesn't align with your profile that you've seen so far? Because everything else sounds like it's like
Yeah.
mesh is perfect.
Um, I don't know. I don't think so. Like I'm not great at all the mind stuff. I kind of need to get a bit better at that. Like, but yeah, everything aligned with me. Like, family's massively important to me. And like, I love spending time with my family. And, you know, that's our thing. Like, if you see when my family get together, it's like everyone's bringing food and it's just kind of, yeah. So that is us to a T. And I'm a feeder. Like I like to bake and feed people all the time. So that's me down to a T. But yeah, I don't think anything like everything I read, I kind of went, yep, that's me. Like, yep. And then even down to the like, you know, um, when we went through the lifting, like the power building bodies, like the weight lifters and the runners, and I'm like, yeah, I know why I don't like to
Keep running.
run. Yeah, hate running. I am getting better at it, but I still hate it. But like, yeah, just everything made sense, like 100%.
Yeah, cool. So you feel like you're on the path to your best self, or even just
Yeah.
feel like it is your best self at the moment. I guess to tie it off, like that encompasses everything that the typical endomorph has issues with, right?
Mhm.
Like, they always put their family first. They've tried every single program. Um, so being able to put yourself first, though, have you seen how it's been able to help everything else?
Yes, because as I said, like mentally, now that I feel better, like I'm not as, snappy with everyone. And I feel like I've got teenage kids. I mean, they're pretty fit and healthy. But they're kind of looking more into like getting into fitness a bit more, like, and even my husband, who forever tells me he's not that he has any weight issues, but that he's too tired in the afternoons. He's actually been going for a walk around the block in the afternoons, so I feel like it's kind of like rubbing off on him because he's seen me just go, see you later, I'm going to the gym. Like, he's actually putting the effort into, like, just for him mentally, like, it's better. Like, I mean, he's got an active job and he's forever on the go. But yeah, I think it's just spread through everyone in the family.
Awesome, because it refers back to the stress talk we did the other day with
Mm,
you, yeah, and it was like when you can create that happiness and that environment for yourself, and you really flourish, and the other people tend to reflect that, and it's
yeah.
rippling out. The amount of people that ask us like, "How do I get my husband to fucking do something?" And the answer is you can't make anyone do anything,
No.
but you can certainly influence, and it sounds like that's what you've managed to do, which is
Yeah.
so awesome. Yeah, I mean, and then when your partner's mental health's better, then you're better, and then just everything
Yeah.
just so much better across the board. So
100%.
that's fantastic. What's the plan for you? What's the next sort of goals in mind? Coming to Spartan?
Oh, no. That is so not something I can ever do. I was talking to a couple of people last night
Yeah.
and I'm like, no way. Like, does not interest me.
Christy came the last one. I reckon you can do it.
No, oh no, all that mud and no, and climbing things. No, thank you. But I'd come and cheer you on, but yeah, not doing that.
All right.
Sorry.
You can drag the boys around. You're already lifting heavier than them. Maybe you can.
I asked him if he wanted to try it. He's like, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I'd get sucked into doing it. No thanks. But I don't know, this doesn't interest me. Yeah, no, not my thing. But I don't know. I just want to continue what I'm doing. Like I feel really good at the moment, so I think I'll just yeah, keep going with what I'm doing. I've got a holiday coming up in Melbourne for a couple of weeks, so I'm a bit nervous about that because obviously I won't be training and we're on the road a lot, so um, eating will be different, but we'll see how I go.
And that's part of life, right? Like
Yeah,
when you realize, because even you're doing it on the weekends, miniature now. Like if you jump off, you're bouncing back on
yeah,
track. So I think you're building up that skill, and I think now you know how good it feels to be in
yeah,
alignment. You're like, as soon as you start eating bad, you're going to be like, what am I? Where can I
yeah,
get my next
exactly. Yeah,
vegetarian meal? It becomes very intuitive, and it's something we all go through. Like even me moving to Bondi and changing my lifestyle. I used to everything was just immaculate. But now I'm a more social area, and I'm like, you know what? I actually enjoy the lifestyle I've created. And if I feel
mm,
like I jiggle, then I'll change some things.
yeah,
But everything else is working somewhat all right. But when I realize I need to sharpen up or whatever, and then I step back into it. So
yeah,
it doesn't always have to be an always on. It's like it needs to be a thought. It can't be pushed behind because it always catches up. So I
yeah.
think, yeah, I think you're on the perfect path. I really look forward to seeing how far you go with this.
Yes, so do I. Yeah, as I said, like even if yeah, the weight loss is an added benefit at the moment because yeah, I just feel really, really good. Like I just feel so much better, and especially now because I'm walking to during the day. Like I feel like that helped heaps. Like yeah, it
Small
just
things, hey?
yeah, it's just now like if I know I can't fit it in like somewhere during the day, I'll just wake up in the morning early and just go for my walk like so it's done. Or I'll come to the gym 20 minutes early and just walk up and down the streets like around the gym. So yeah,
Perfect. Perfect.
yeah,
You've built that want and that desire.
yeah,
When you have that hunger, it's so hard to go away. So
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I'm excited for you. Thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate your time.